suited. Real energy I provide, pick a side. You could get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. A shot could dot your face like a freckle to split divide. You could get maxed out, pull your card and you get denied. Forget your pride from when childhood friends in the picture died. Had us questioning God, feeling like the scriptures lied. Taught me how to face my fears while many be quick to hide. Taught me life is a bitch, so I'm giving her dick to ride. Yeah, cause everybody hop on dick when the play is right. Show 'em it's hard to fuck with me like pussy that be staying tight. Make another nigga bitch wanna stay tonight. It won't pump up my ego though, cause this is every day and night. Yeah, it's every night and day. A lot of rappers, actors, fuck writing the rap, write a play. It's going down now, I'm on my way up. In my elevator, bitch is aggressive. Salon's fighting Jay. Lil' paper can get you smoked like Lighter J. Name moving through the streets like it got the right of way. Haters make it threats, but don't like to do what they like to say. I'm paranoid, I keep it close. I'm thinking niggas might today. One in their head can change a sucker mindset from fight to prey. If you tryna stunt, I'm tryna hunt, I'm tryna bite the prey. Upper hand like up it at you, yelling, put the knife away. If niggas tryna triple, then I'm something like a flight delay. What? Yeah, they don't know who they fucking with, like tongue kissing they girl right after I had her sucking it. I shit on competition, up to their neck, they stuck in it. Cause when I shoot my shot, ain't no dodging that shit or ducking it. Get you clapped like stripping ass with a buck in it. Used to suckers telling and taking, they telling, tucking it. Stay away from me, cause you niggas got bad luck and shit. And anytime you see me chasing chicken, know I'm plucking it, pussy.
You feel me, man. You know what I mean? It's a motherfucking Regime Dragon Game event tonight, man. And I'm yours truly, Mike Scary. I hope everybody can hear this. Normally, generally, I have technical difficulties, man. You know what I'm saying? With the stream yard, man, when it comes to, you know what I mean, get the content going. No, but tonight, you know, momentarily, my brother Ro, you know what I'm saying, owner of creator of the Regime Motorcycle Club, man. You know what I'm saying? My brother from out of West Oakland, or about in the building, putting up on this, man, tapping in. But in the meantime, between time, man, salutations to everybody, man. Thank you, everybody, for giving a long, you know what I'm saying, uh, patient support, man. Rocking with your guy, man. I mean, share this, man, to yours truly, man, whoever out there, man. Like, share, subscribe to your guy. You know what I'm saying? The Ghost Regime Network t-shirts, the merch is out there, man. You know what I'm saying? You can find a link. Tapping on the community, going to the page, tapping the link. The post is on there. I look forward to y'all, man. I appreciate our support. Who has been copying the t-shirts, man? You know what I'm saying? Appears to be an extra plus. You know that everybody's able to cop the color t-shirt that they want versus just some set color form. No. In addition to that, shout out to my brother Q Sherman, man. You know what I'm saying, the crowd user streaming, man, for allowing, you know what I'm saying, me to use the platform, man, to push my t-shirts in the merch. So salute the crowd user streaming. All you artists, man, serious about their career, man. Y'all might want to get on it as soon as possible, man, before it's too late, man, because it's the best streaming platform in the business. Second to none, man. You know what I'm saying? On we're gonna have more of that coming up in the near future, man. So salute to everybody, man, that's been tapping in, that's been rocking. You know what I mean? We got some things to brother go handing Regime Motorcycle Club as well as going on go talk about salute to everybody, man, for being rocking with me. Y'all can hear me perfectly. Y'all can hear me or cannot hear me. If you can hear me, man, let me get some ones in the chat. Y'all can hear me down there. I need to make sure everybody can hear me. Because seem like seem to go out at opportune moments though. So let me get a one in the chat. You know what I mean? Y'all can hear me down there. All right, man. We back at it, man. We live and back at it. My bro told me, man, he about 5 to 10 minutes out. You know what I'm saying, from this pull up. Um, Once again, thank you for your patience and thank you for the tap in. So while we waiting, let me just kick started on another topic that we're gonna be touching on tonight. So I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the shit that's been going on in Minnesota. You know what I mean? But that shit is out of control, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just out of hand. It's inexcusable at this point, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Dude, Trump doing? It's all at his direction, man. It's all at his guides. It's all at his influence. He's the one who's sending these people, you know what I'm saying, to commit these atrocious, you know what I'm saying, horrendous atrocities, man, against the very people who they supposed to be protecting, man. So it beacons an idea, or more so a question than an idea. Like, and I mean, it has me wondering. Within the last couple of years, we've been seeing a lot of rappers and people in the entertainment business, such as Diddy, for example, get indicted on alleged trumped up ass RICO charges, right? For the same shit that we see Trump doing. How come we don't hear no talks of a RICO being drawn up against Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like, government immunity it just cannot extend, it just not extend to, government immunity cannot extend to this type of shit, to this type of people that's creating, that's committing this type of murder, this outright murdering motherfuckers, running up on motherfuckers shit, violating their privacy rights. You know what I'm saying? They're snatching up anybody. They're snatching up anybody, you know what I'm saying, that they see, and just, you know what I mean, it's doing what the fuck they want to do. You know what I mean? My brother Ro in the building, about to pull Ro up. You know what I mean? Dragon gang, bang, bang. What's up, my brother, man?
What's up? What's up, man? Good to see you.
Hold on, let me make sure I got the right thing, man.
You can hear me?
All right, yeah, I hear you perfectly. I hear you perfectly, bro.
Sweet.
Salutations, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm just now tapping in. I don't know what's going what you've been talking about yet, because I've been busy. I just tapped in.
Yeah, I just hold on, let me get us right on this make sure I got us right on this thing real quick. All right, there we see. Oh, that's better right there. All right, so I got us both on here. So far what I was just talking about, I was talking about the shit that Donald Trump doing, you know what I mean? It just reminded me of, the last couple of years we've been seeing all kind of artists, people get indicted for RICOs and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering how come we ain't hearing no talk of Donald Trump getting brought up on no RICO, being that he's using ICE, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying, that's a gang. You know what I'm saying? They functioning as a gang and not a law enforcement agency. You know what I'm saying? They've committed murders. They've done everything that, you know what I'm saying, you would accuse YSL or, you know what I'm saying, what have you, you know what I'm saying, of the same type of shit, man. So, no, I just want to be the first one to bring that question, because I ain't heard nobody else on social media talk about that part right there. You know what I'm saying? That's where Rico need to get brought up at. You know what I mean? But in any event, we can come back to that later, man. You know what I mean? We got my brother Ro of the Regime Motorcycle Club in the building, though, man. This is a Dragon Gang bang bang event, man. You know what I'm saying? On the tap in. What's up, my brother, man? What's happening with you?
Yeah, now it's just starting to echo.
All right, let me unmute myself.
All right. What was that? I can hear you better now.
I was asking what's happening with you, man. What's the latest and the greatest with you, bro?
Man, this motherfucker keep on switching on me. Is it? Uh, man, we've been doing a lot, man. We got some good things coming up. Good things just happened. I want to say about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we did our 2-wheel meal that I was talking about last time on here, and we did it out in front of the Huey P. Memorial Bust statue in West Oakland on Mandela and 9th, and now they call it Huey P. Newton Way now. But we was out there giving away chili and rice that we made from scratch. It was just blessing the folks, and it was great because I've been doing this 2-wheel meals for over 10 years, and every time it feels great feeding folks and everything, but it feels especially great when it's kids and children involved. And this last one, all the kids, from the Mandela side of Cypress Village, and a bunch of kids from the bottoms was out there getting chili and sodas and water, and and one of my other clubs, I want to give a shout out to the Ghost Pack Riders, Ghost Pack Legends, because they came through with some big ass Costco pizzas, and they hooked us up. And let me see if I can lock this shit from happening there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's my end. Is that my end or your end? Because
I think it's mine,
I
but I don't know what's going on with this shit.
yeah, this string you be weird. We're gonna rock through it anyway, man.
Whoops! No, I lost it on my phone. I can't find. Oh, there we go. All right, man. I swear, I act like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah,
That's all good.
We got to feed a lot of kids, and that shit was dope. Plus all the neighborhood, and we even had the homies come out. We had another club come out that's an Oakland-based club called Motorheads, but a lot of their members are in West Oakland, in the bottoms, right down the street from where we were giving all this stuff away. So they came out too. They told the whole neighborhood, and there's some good homies. Made it a little bit more successful having people come up that wasn't just happened to be there. But one thing that was really special was we were 2 blocks away from the what the fuck they call it? the Mural House. That's the real name for it, but in the neighborhood we just call it the Black Panther Museum. God damn. All right, I'm gonna just leave it like this. Yeah. Oh. Having technical difficulties. All right, there we go. I think it's gonna be good now. So the folks at the Black Panther Museum, I forget the lady's name. She hella nice. She was driving by and was just like, "What are y'all doing?" Because we were not on no. She was just curious because we out there in front of the Huey P statue with a tent and hella food and tables and shit, and people are eating. So she was like, "What's going on?" And one of my members was like, "Yeah, we're just giving away this and that." And somebody even asked her if she wanted some, because we ask everybody if someone pull up, even if they ask you what to do, like, "You want some food?" Because anybody could be hungry. You don't got to be in need. You just might think the shit's fire because it was good. But she ended up dropping off some flyers and this poster, and it's for a block party that they're hosting on the 14th on Valentine's Day. It's a Saturday from I think 12 to 5, something like that. Yeah, I checked the flyer, but it's a real special thing. They've been doing it for like 5 years or something already. Last year it was hella people out. They got all this stuff for the kids, jumpers and face painting and free food. And, they invited us to come through and do the 2-wheel meals there. So we're going to provide some more chili. We're going to have some free food too. You know, there's also free clothing, resources and, stuff like that. Tell people how to take advantage of these things that the society will offer folks that are in need, especially in the Bay. We got a lot more to offer than other places. Um, a lot of other states dislike the fact that we have all these services and say that we're enabling folks to be homeless, but really people come here for that shit because it's like it's one of the last places that will give you some free meals, and it's one of the first places that was doing it too. That all ties in with the Black Panthers free lunch program. I benefited from that when I was in elementary school and middle school. I was eating the free lunches, and sometimes that's all I was eating until like way later on that day. We wasn't eating breakfast or no shit. So I really appreciated all that and didn't even know where it came from until I got older. And now we're providing something similar to that. I wish I could do it every day like they was doing and they had the reach to do. But we're doing what we can, and hopefully these videos and stuff that we're doing inspires other people to get up and do it. Because it don't gotta be some big ass production like a block party, like what's going on the 14th. It can just be something small, like we did, just being out there in front of the Huey P statue, and then somebody bigger than us will pick that up and be like, "Hey, come reach out over here." It's a beautiful thing how shit like that works. Just if you anybody out there wants to do something like that, please do it. And if you need any help or any pointers or support, holler at the Oakland Friday Night Ride Instagram page. It's Oakland Friday Night Rides. But that's like the main shit right now.
And also y'all can tap in with me or anybody. Y'all can tap in with me too, and I'll forward that to him. I delegate that to him. You know what I'm saying? Just out of assistance too, man. You know what I'm saying? As additional support.
That's dope.
That's much appreciated.
I want to say,
go right ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This mural house, what they actually call it, is part of the West Oakland Mural Project, and what this actually is for people that don't know, you can look it up on Google and YouTube. Is the house is the original headquarters for the Black Panthers, the original ones. That's where they held their original meetings and everything. And the house has been bought and sold since then and everything. And the lady that owns it now is pretty much a historian. And I'm pretty sure that the city of Oakland has designated a historical site, and the West Oakland Mural Project painted a whole bunch of people and revolutionaries and symbols and animals and stuff on the side of the house, and that's why they call it the Mural House. But when you go inside there, it's actually a revolutionary museum. It's not just Black Panthers, and when I say not just Black Panthers, it's really mostly, I want to say like 90%, from what I understand, focusing on just women in the revolution. And this lady, one time, she spit an interesting fact. She said that the Black Panthers were 70% women. Whether it was front lines, organizing, whatever it was, just the whole organization in the beginning. And this really focuses on all the women that played, integral and crucial roles in getting shit done and getting rights for people and, getting folks off your back and that kind of thing. It's a really cool ass thing. So even if you don't, and you being anybody listening, even if you don't pull up for the block party, definitely it behooves yourself to pull up to this woman's house, and she'll give you a tour. And there's all this cool stuff, not just on the outside, but they painted the inside of it, and they got plaques and newspaper articles and books and all these different things as you walk through it. Like she really turned it out, and it's dope. There's unlike anything like that in the world. There is the African American Historical Museum on 14th, and it's kind of similar, but this really, really just focuses on women in the revolution. But it's also a historical site. You know, is where they was getting down. So if you're unfamiliar with it, I don't know all the facts. Look it up online and educate yourself, or just pull up. It's on 9th and Center. It's real dope. It's a big mural house. You can't miss it. And there's always people outside. And the woman that runs it is hecka friendly. So I just wanted to put that out there too for people, because I started off talking about the mural house and the Black Panther Museum, which all this, it's all the same thing, but people might not know even what it is or why it exists. But it's all good down there in the bottoms, and that's why they're throwing a block party, because it's all, you know, community oriented and historical.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm glad to know that, man. So make sure y'all tap in, man. You know what I'm saying? Let that be a field trip. Get y'all damn kids off them damn tablets and them phones and shit, man. Take them on a real field trip so they can have some real history, some
Yep.
real roots, man. You know what I'm saying? No, that's
Yep.
what we need. No, the reconnect to the disconnect. You know what I mean? So now that we on that topic, you know what I'm saying? Last night, we was talking about, it seemed to be a spirit of resurgence, man, when it comes to these Panthers, man. It's kind of like an excellent segue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got brother Paul Birdsong,
In
formerly
Philadelphia.
known, yeah, formerly known as who was aspiring to be the new the chairman of the new wave of the Black Panthers, man. But for some
Yeah.
reason that was rescinded from him for suspicious, I call it very suspicious reasons, man. You know what I'm saying? It's more justified than anything else. But let me see if I was able to get that video up. Let me see, is this the video?
Oh shit! What the?
No, that was a video of ICE gang banging and killing somebody out there.
That gun, so they knew he was disarmed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is why I was saying before you pulled up that there needs to be we need to be talking RICO charges for Donald Trump too, because they're acting on his orders. Congress is not ordering now. I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of the government at all. You know what I'm saying? But I know how the government's supposed to work. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? These people are acting on Donald Trump's orders. You know what I'm saying? And they moving as gang members unregulated. You know what I mean? That's gang activity. That's mob activity. The way they mobbing. So, if they want to start RICOing these rappers, you know what I'm saying? They need to RICO these politicians too. You know what I mean? So, we got to get that kicking off. I ain't heard no other podcast, no other content crew, nobody talking about that except you heard it here first on the Ghost Virginia Network. You know what I'm saying? We need to get that circulating. Rico for Trump. Rico Trump's ass. Rico his motherfucking ass. And I'm anti-incarceration, but I'm just saying, I'm 100% fair
Do
play
it.
though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up. If it's good for us, it's good for his bitch ass too. Um, but back to the Paul Bird song. I'm feeling this movement, man. You know what I'm saying? And the issue is this, man. We got, it's always, the biggest weapon that this government is used against black people in this country, man, is niggas. That's the one thing, the one constant. They didn't have to, when they stopped killing us and shit about 4 or 5 decades ago, man, they trained us to start killing ourselves, man, and use us against ourselves. You know what I mean? Every time somebody like that rise up, it's always another nigga that's the first one to rise up out of jealousy or envy or whatever, man. His brother and the other brothers with him, because he got a team of brothers with him. You know what I mean? Them dudes out there putting themselves in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? On to the tooth. The only thing I see to hear people talking about is He was an ex-Pyru. He was an ex-this. Check this out. For those of you who know history, Bloods and Crips were inspired by the Black Panther Party in their origins. You know what I mean? So why would that be a surprise that a former Blood or former Crip, you know what I'm saying, step us, heighten his mind, his horizons, man, to put himself in a position to be enlightened enough to want to lead such a movement like this, man. That should be encouraged, not discouraged. You know what I mean? And I'm disappointed that whoever it is who bought the rights, the naming rights, or whatever it is for the Panthers, man, is tripping on that. But what I would say, as my sister Treasure and some other people have said I spoke to, if the Panthers don't want to let you use their name, then fuck them. Use your own name and keep that movement going. Don't stop it. Don't let that be the end. Keep that movement going. It's needed today. You know what I'm saying? If the Panthers don't want to be a part of this black resurgence, then another movement needs to start, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't own the movement. They might own the name, but they don't own the movement though. That movement belongs to the people, right? You know what I'm saying? It's the Black Panther Party for the people. Okay, then let that movement be for the people. You know what I'm saying? New generation style. It's not gonna be like the '60s or the '70s, but they, you know what I mean? It's not designed that. You know what I'm saying? This generation called for new, different circumstances. We can't expect it to be like the 1960s and '70s. You know what I'm saying? But we can't make the mistake that the government was allowed to make against us in the 1980s either, though. You know what I'm saying? So let's not forget that part. You know what I'm saying? And most of these Panthers that's still there, them niggas ain't frontlining no more. So why you gonna trip on somebody that is though? But salute to the greats, man. Rest in peace to Huey P. Newton. Salute to Bobby Seale. You know what I'm saying? Chairman Fred Hampton. You know what I'm saying? And all the greats, man. You know what I'm saying? Sister Angela Davis. You know what I'm saying? George Jackson. You know what I mean? All of the greats, though. You know what I mean? So I salute them, but I salute Paul Burrison, though, man, for his motivation and efforts, man. I'm not against that, brother. Hopefully, one of these days I'll be able to get him on here for a dialogue. Know me, you know, I ain't gonna stop till I'm successful, man. Can't stop, won't quit. Period. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that, bro?
I was looking something up for the Black Panther Party name. So you said a couple things. Uh, I can't find it right this second, but you said I don't want to misquote you. You said something, paraphrasing, and also literally, I don't know who the people are that bought the rights to the Black Panther name, but if they don't want to be a part of the resurgence, and then said some more. There's a few things. From what I remember reading, and I could be wrong, but I just recently saw an article, when they were saying that Birdsong had to rename his party. It wasn't because, it was because the people who owned the name, the patent to it and everything, the copyright, they told him that they can't use the logo and stuff like that. But it wasn't like just some random person that bought that shit after the movement, from what I remember. I can't find who it is right now, but I remember like in like a news website like KTVU or something, they said that it's descendants of the founding fathers of the party. So it could be one of them folks' children or something that's trying to keep the shit going. But I don't think anybody bought it, from the way they were saying that they inherited it, and that's very powerful to me. But also, you started with a great point that you said that you've been hearing a lot of backlash that dude was an ex-Pyru, or maybe even still. I don't know what the status of that is, but I saw that too, and I thought that was pretty fucked up. Because like you were saying, what you're saying is absolutely true for the original gangsters. The original Crips and the original Bloods, they wanted to be community organizers and protectors of their realm and shit. And I respect that, and I get it. I understand that. That's kind of what regime is right now. I won't, for legal reasons, call ourselves a gang, but we do a lot of similar positive things that gangs did when they started. So I don't. If you are not ignorant to it and don't have just like a automatic bad connotation to gangs, then that doesn't bother me. That he was affiliated or may still be. Um, you know, people take. I think it's Tookie, one of them Crip fathers. They said that he was a an anti-gang counselor by day, and then by night was running shit. Maybe it was some. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but I think it was him, Tookie Williams, something like that. You know, it's like there's reasons behind it, and unless I can hear the person speak, that's just not a black and white thing to me. But one thing that I did see, which I don't hear people talking about enough in regards to this guy Paul Birdsong. I don't want to sit here and just discredit dude because I agree that what he's doing is a good thing, but I think the reason behind the Black Panthers wanting to separate their name from this dude is because of his stance on ICE and his actual, I'll even call it a rant, where he was talking about how brown folks, Latinos, wouldn't and won't stand with black folks in our revolution. And that clip was played, and then by another clip followed this video that I saw of him just like saying that on TV, by another one of Black Panthers, real ones, in the past, talking about how they got with the Brown Berets and all these different organizations that weren't just black folks. There was whites and Asians and many, many Latinos that was down for the cause and riding with them, and that's how they formed the Rainbow Coalition. And to say that they didn't and won't is just like flat out wrong and separatist. I could see if he just wanted to be like, I don't want to deal with ICE or it's not my problem or something like that. But to say that brown folks won't ride for black folks is fucked up and wrong. But again, I still would like to support dude's movement, but I'm just explaining to you from what I saw. That's the main reason why the Black Panthers are like, well, we don't take that stance. That's a key fundamental part of us is, that those kind of stances. So once he made it, he came out as Black Panther for like a while, but only got media attention for a couple months. But then once he was asked about that ICE shit, like 2 days later, that's when he got that cease and desist, and he changed his shit. And if you look at it, like that's literally the timeline of the way that this shit happened. That's just the way that I see it. So there.
I have the video for some reason now. I have the video because he did a post talking about it with he wanted to make the announcement that he was changing his name and that he was just a few and some reason stop posting, but I can come back to it on a later date, visit it. But this is my thing here. This my issue is being a politician, a part of a black organization such as 415 Crew, which I'm a proud member of for 29 years now. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Hold it down real quick. I gotta mute myself real quick while these pigs walk by.
Oh, good. Yeah, regime. We try to stay out of the politics on the side that Brother Ascari is talking about. Politics out here on this side, that's very, very something that we're open and vocal about. But when he starts talking about the stuff on the inside, that's just something that it's a whole different life. People that hate each other and love each other sometimes got to put that shit aside, because of politics that goes on the inside. And if people got to do what they got to do, then there's no judgment here. You know, in terms of joining societies and orders and whatnot that are essentially families and will protect you, you know, and will sometimes even help you grow. Some of these organizations, you know, make niggas read and shit and you know, hit the library and hit the yard and stay active. Whereas, you know, some of these organizations, you can see they just let fools get sloppy. So, you know, it depends on it, but that's why I'm not going to name no names or anything like that. But we definitely flux with the 415, the Kumi. You know, we got founders of our regime organization are in that shit, and you know, it's all love.
That what I was me
It's, it's breaking up.
long-standing member of. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear noise, but I can't understand what you're saying.
You know, we get to talk this revolutionary shit. I mean, you know, the government don't get that, man. All kind of glitches and shit start happening. All right, can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you much better. It's fine now.
All right.
Yep.
What I was saying is, me being a part of what I'm a part of, for as long as I've been a part of it and being behind enemy lines, I understand completely what Paul Berg.
Oh damn. He looked like he got disconnected. Try to hold it down for a minute until he gets back. You know, we do a little screensaver one time. Screensaver's going. Hell yeah. We in here. We waiting for Mike Ascari to come back. Ascari, come back. Mike Ascari, come back.
All right, I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
All right, yeah. Had to put up the screensaver.
All right. All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yep. It sounds good.
Okay. All right. So let's try this a third time, man. 'Cause you know, when we get to talking this revolutionary shit, you know how the powers that be, man. All of a sudden, all kind of technical glitches and shit start happening. But
Right. It was
so
cool
let me
until we
try to.
started talking revolution.
Yeah. So we gonna rock through it anyway, right? Um, I understand both sides of that coin, man. Me being in the political realm for damn near 30 years now, right?
Yeah.
Um, I made a similar point recently that when Trayvon Martin and all these people start when we start losing brothers, man, for our causes, typically we the only ones that's rocking on our causes. But yet in the history of this country, the black man has been a part of everybody else's cause. That's just a historical fact right there. If there is Brown support or anybody other support, is very minimal. I think that's what he was getting at. Um,
Yeah.
the problem what I see here is that it's very unwise to governments. Let me make this point. Governments of the world for decades and over well over a century or longer has made it a part of their program to separate African Americans from the sentimental connection with Africans, because that's where we come from. The
Yeah.
Chinese over here still connected to their homeland. The Mexican immigrants still have a connection and cultural connection to their homeland. Every other race has a connection to their homeland except African Americans. You know what I mean? As African Americans, we are trained to look at the Africans a certain kind of way, and over there, you know what I'm saying? These governments make it their point, you know what I mean, to
Yeah.
program their minds to look at us the weird. So they come up, so we come over here looking at each other crazy because it was instigated that way. So for any notion that Ethiopians, Somalians, Nigerians are not black people is just stupidity, period, because nobody else on the earth look like them but us. We have a genetic connection that cannot be broken. We have a mental disconnect. It's not a physical one, it's not a genetic one. We are genetically the same with those people. You know what I'm saying? And we must understand that and come to grips with that. So um if the brother was referring to that and I don't know that he was, then I would advise the brother, you know what I'm saying, to open his mind up and and do a little bit more homework. But outside of that, even if that was the case, you know what I mean, it's unwise at this time, knowing that our people need a movement such as the Black Panthers or any other movement of this sort to disqualify that brother and try to discourage his spirit. They are literally trying to discourage him from what he's doing. But these same people who are trying to discourage him, they
I'm not
don't
sure.
have a solution.
You talking about the Black
They,
Panthers are trying to?
now I'm talking. Now I'm talking about. Now, it's been a lot of people trying to discourage Paul Birdsong.
I'm sure
Talking
there are a lot.
about.
Are you talking about
Huh,
the Black Panthers are trying to discourage him or something?
no, I'm not talking about. I'm not. No, no. I'm saying if they are. I'm not saying they are. I'm talking about anybody for that matter. I'm not just talking about the Black Panther. I'm talking about anybody.
No, I get it. Yeah, because there are people
Anybody.
trying to discourage him. The media, they're painting a badass picture of him.
Yeah. Anybody who.
But I don't.
Anybody who.
I want to be
Anybody
clear.
who.
The
Any.
Black Panthers haven't demonized him.
No,
They,
I'm
they
not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not
I'm saying
accused.
separate fact because that
Yeah.
needs to be said. You know, like they haven't said don't follow this dude or that he's bad or what he's doing is wrong. Only just they don't agree with the whole separation of cultures and need and shit, and that's it. You
Well,
know, like
but
they're
that's
attributing him being a
that's
blood. That's
that's
other people.
that's that's understood. That's the but I'm saying I'm addressing. I'm trying to address every part of that fence.
Everybody. Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
There's different
Um,
that are hating on it.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, and they adding a lot of paint to where it ain't. So he was quoted recently by dudes talking about whether or not the Black Panther Party was a black nationalist movement or internationalist movement. So let me just state for the record, and y'all can go do your homework on this. The Black Panther, both sides are neither side is wrong. Both sides are correct. The Black Panther Party was a black nationalist movement and an international movement. They had international influence. They were influenced by Trotsky, Lenin. You know what I'm saying? They was. I mean, they pushed the Marxist doctrine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was at UC Berkeley passing out the little red book, communist policies, man. You know what I'm saying? They had a communist program. That's
Uh-huh.
internet. That's an
Oh yeah.
international. That's international influence right there. So it is. And you had Panthers all over. Why do you think Eldridge Cleaver went to Africa and was man? You got Panthers all over the globe. So for anyone to dispute whether or not the Panthers and want to knock the brother on that part, you know what I mean? It's just unwise. But I'm just saying, black nationalism does not has a different meaning today than it meant 50 or 60 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? The
You know what?
circumstances are way different.
To me,
Even though we
can I say something? To me,
go ahead.
his views on whether or not the Black Panthers were black nationalists or whatever the fuck is kind of irrelevant. Like I really don't care what he thinks of that part of the party because what they did is factual instead of like you can debate what they believed and shit like that, even though they spelled it out for niggas. It's on paper. But I really am more like when it comes to Birdsong, couple things like we speculated that he was saying that he's coming from a view of black folks have been a part of everyone else's struggle and then there's very minimal support in return, um that
That's what
that
I said.
Yeah, so I said that's why I said we speculated that that he could be coming from that view. Um, well, if he did, to me that's not really an excuse or a reason to still not stand up and use your platform and your people to help folks that are asking you for help. Um, I wouldn't. I understand it. Like I get that may be true, and you don't want to keep on just like being there for someone that's not being there for you. Because I've been through that, on smaller levels my whole life and shit. But uh, this is different. You know what I mean? Like this is a movement that's happening right now that's affecting also, you know, not just immigrants but citizens. You know what I'm saying? And if this shit goes unchecked, I have no doubt that the way ICE is being used, it will be used to come for any marginalized, any person of color in the future. If this shit does not get stood up to, I think it's just going to only get worse if groups like the Black Panthers and now the something Lions, what's he calling himself now?
I don't remember off the top of
He
my head.
never. If both groups, if these groups don't stand up to this shit, and citizens and everybody else, and anybody that calls himself a, community activist or civil rights or anything, if they're choosing to be silent about this shit and be like it's not my fight, then I think that's dangerous and that's more, uh, you know. But that's just if he's coming from that perspective. My other
Yeah,
thing that
I,
to know about the way he thinks. Like it would be great to have a discussion with him. Is what his views are on the slandering. That's what I call it of the Somalians in Minnesota. Would he be willing to take his Lion Party to Minnesota and not protest ICE per se, but let's go protest these vloggers and the president and everybody else that has demonized these people in the media that was then found out that all that shit was wrong.
well,
It's someone else that's making all this money.
I mean, it would be I would call it a huge blunder on his behalf if he's pushing this movement and he's not moving on behalf of the Somalian brothers, you know what I'm saying, and sisters out there, you know what I'm saying, because that is a black cause, period. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
come to find out, all along, it was a white woman who was the one that was engaging in all the fraud that was being directed at them. You know what I'm
It's not.
saying? It was, it's a very Jewish cause. That work, that crusade against Somalian was more so a Jewish cause. I mean, excuse me, the
You,
small hats, fair use. I gotta throw that up in there, fair use. You know what I'm saying? The small hats, man. It was they calls, man. You know what I'm saying? Because even though not all Somalis are Muslim, nationally, whenever they showed the Somalis on camera, they showed the Muslim community amongst the Somalis, which tells me that that was a government program. You know what I'm saying? And we know how this country feels towards Muslims. Period.
yeah.
And so Muslims and them being black and they being foreign, I mean, make them a soft target for somebody, you know what I'm saying, to come up on. But it would be a huge blunder if the brother didn't do it. This is what I wanted to say, and I'll pass it back to you, bro.
Okay.
I'm not seeing, these are the things, these small petty arguments and shit is really what slow down a progressive movement, man. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much move kind of fast and smart, right? We get caught up in nitpicking. You know what I'm saying? Um, what I'm looking at is that I'm looking at a brother at a time where we got rogue federal agents going around like gangbusters, killing people for no reason. At this time, we got these group of brothers on to the tooth, going full well what their constitutional rights is, facing off with the police 2026 with all the gun laws on the books and all the sentiment like these brothers have stood up their lives on the line, city to city, multiple cities and states, man. You know what I'm saying? you know, standing up, you know what I'm saying? Just like Huey and Bobby Sheen did back way back when, you know what I'm saying? It just as just unthinkable as it was back then, it's just unthinkable as it is today because knowing how scary it is to get and to show the public, look, man.
Damn. It's just getting into it. He'll be back on, y'all. Stay with it. Stay with it. I'm gonna take this time, do a little bit of research, because I'm still curious on who owns the Black Panther name. Because when I first heard about this piece, oh yeah, and then what is Paul Birdsong got to call his movement now? That's an interesting one too. Let's look it up. Paul Birdsong. Oh, he back. All right.
Well, I tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? The devil was always working, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they trying to silence me on this motherfucker. I can imagine what Paul Birdsong going through. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, um, that's the part I look at. You know what I mean? That's where they won me over because they are in the field. You know what I'm saying? Just like Malcolm, I consider myself to be a field nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? In the field and active. Them brothers are actively in the field while all these niggas is talking from behind a computer, you know what I'm saying, or a camera, hiding themselves, and they ain't got no history of doing nothing. But yet they do have a history of coming out trolling other black people, or other progressive people who trying to do something for the people. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't doing nothing of consequence and putting their life on the line for nobody. They working. They at work. That's that hip hop pro shit that I'm going to be touching on a little bit more because in recent months, you know what I'm saying, in the last year especially, my theory of a hip hop pro is being proven truer and truer as the days go on that it's a hip hop program going on. Just like it was a program going on to destroy the Black Panthers, we have a hip hop pro going on today. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
what the Somalis.
yeah. So anytime, what's one of the biggest hallmarks of the COINTELPRO program? Niggas. They use niggas against each other. They infiltrate, agitate, assassinate, all these other eights with the eight at the end. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a program, man. But I pass it. What you think about that, bro? I've been kind of long winded on it.
I had to look it up. Birdsong changed the name to the Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. Just state that fact. The Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. So it would be dope to hear his views on some of these things. Um, you were saying earlier about how it's not this thing in Somalia. Excuse me, the Somalis in Minnesota being dragged through or in Minneapolis being dragged through the mud, you know, in the media, and then it gets all political, and it all starts with this one kid who's like a vlogger who's not even like a reporter or anything like that, who is just trying to do things for views and whatnot. And I keep hearing stories, rumors about how he gets paid from Israelis and he has Israeli money and shit like that to be making these wild ass things. But either way, um, that shit is real dangerous in many ways, you know, as we spoke, but also because, you know, when someone whose audience is mostly American based, you know, an influencer who is actually influencing people, uh, you know, I rode to Florida and back a couple years ago on my motorcycle. And when we did, damn, I'm gonna stop. I have to wait for Mike to get back. But let me see if I can find out who had him change the name. I thought something just popped up. Maybe that's my phone. Yeah. All right. Now this shit's looking all kinds of funny. Let me see if this shit will work, if it'll do this. Oh, dang. It did. All right. Yeah, that's the only way I get that shit.
Yeah, I'm back. We just go keep rocking through it, man. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is, but you know what I mean? Can't stop, won't stop.
Yep.
Period. What was you touching on, bro? For the people, you know?
I was saying that well, I was touching on how the vlogger was the dude that supposedly broke this story that turned out to be fake. And that's no surprise, like National Enquirer type shit, but people took it serious. And for some reason, not just anybody, but like, and then ran with it, you know, started telling people, oh, there's more fraud in California than there is in Minnesota, implying that he believed this shit, you know, and would talk it up and hype it up. And that means that not only is this dude an influencer of the American people, but he fucking influenced the president, you know, like, or they influenced him and was ready for this, something like that. But either way, the main point of that was why I was saying it's dangerous is that I rode to Florida and back across this country on a motorcycle and got to meet a lot of people and got to see the folks that are on the road, the folks that are in stores and shit like that, and just see people, you know, across like 15 or 16 states, something crazy like that. And, you know, there's a lot of states where I'm sure that the white folks that live there, because there's a lot of states that are just mostly white folks, have either never met a black person in their life, or it's very, very rare, or very, very few. So their only interaction with black people, so to speak, or their only ideas of black people, or, you know, the only things that come to mind about black people is the shit that they see in the media. And so when you have an influencer going out there making shit up, that's why it can be dangerous, because you'll have people like our president, you know, who's a stranger, believing shit like this. And then it turns out that even though it's fake, now people just don't like Somalians anyways, you know. Last year, a couple the fucking president was saying that the people from the Dominican were eating people's pets, you know, just because of the shit that's going on. There's no proof to none of it. They just repeat it.
That's the whole definition of what propaganda is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's propaganda, man. I'm just glad in these circumstances it blew up in their faces. You know what I'm saying? But yet, because so much the violence that's going on is just a cover up, man. It's a ploy to distract you from what the real problem is, man. You know what I mean? These people try to institute a program, man, to paint people's minds against a certain people, and it blew up in their face. So all this violent shit is to take your mind off the fraud that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the origins of what the allegations was, like my brother was just explaining. Then you'll understand why it's necessary for them to do all this other shit in order to try to throw people off. Because that's in truth, they're gonna throw a lot of people off. Everybody ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand. I'm saying the black people, we have to use this as an opportunity to wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying, oh yeah, them Somalis, they looking so what? We looked at them the same way that they look at us, man. It's the, you know what I mean? You know, they was poisoned against us just like we was poisoned against them. Let's get past that shit and let's start building with them folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they coming over here with a culture that we lost years ago. Every other group of people in this country is attached to the culture of their native lands, except us, man. How about we embrace some of that shit? You know what I mean? So that way it can benefit us, man. You know what I mean? Because it's a reason why they want to separate it from the Africans over there. It's a reason. You know what I'm saying? And that reason keep us crippled, man. You know what I'm saying? We can change that dynamic. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
um I appreciate what Paul Birdsong doing. You know what I'm saying? Is the brother perfect? Absolutely not. But I'm just saying you don't knock a brother down. You join the movement so you can guide it and influence it, man. You know what I mean? He's not going to have all the answers, but he has the initiative. I love his initiative. You know what I'm saying? Just like Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, they didn't jump off the porch with all the answers either. They had to have other people who joined the movement that had ideas and abilities, man, that was able to shape it. You know what I'm saying? That was able to shape that shit. They didn't have all the means and shit to know how to do the breakfast program and all that shit. That was other people joining in with the mental know-how and ideas that included with theirs that made the whole thing great. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is what we need on that. Support the Black Lions, man. You know what I'm saying? Me as a Kumi African Nation organization executive body council member, man, I'm saying man, I would love to join forces with them brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what our founder was about. Mousy Brown was all about, you know what I'm saying, African unity, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about the right African solution, as we call it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so is the brother perfect? No, ain't none of us perfect. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
know if he does podcasts or anything like that? Does he do interviews and shit? I haven't really looked it up.
say that again.
You know if Paul Birdsong does shit like this, does he do podcasts and interviews? Do he
I I
talk?
I, I don't I don't know, but I'm going to be doing some research to find out though. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to get the brother on here, man, or at least
Mhm.
somebody that's associated with his movement on here. You know what I'm saying, to talk about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Y'all know how persistent I am, man. A lot of people told me what I couldn't do, man. I made it happen. So don't you start doubting me now. Look, I got a role in a motherfucking regime motorcycle club on here. I bet y'all didn't think I'd be able to make that happen either, jackasses. You know what I'm saying? My brethren though, man. Yeah. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. But it's a for those of you who have kids, use this as an opportunity, man, to really educate your kids on the sign of the times, man, because years is going to come by, man, where, you know what I mean, just like all the shit that was going on with the original Panthers and all the movements, man, they grew up in very trying times, man, and these are historic ass moments, man, that we can't, we can't fumble on this one, y'all. We got to get this one right. So the fact that we got people that's out there, you know what I'm saying, that's making them kind of sacrifices, man, I applaud it, man, because talking don't do no good, man. The only thing force respect is force. You know what I'm saying? When you got federal agents running up on you just because you look like a certain people, you know what I'm saying, harassing you, pulling guns on you, shooting you, killing you, doing all the kind of shit that they not supposed to do under the instructions of a president that you voted in. I'm talking to all you people who voted for Trump. Let's not act like it was only a few people. No, no. Overwhelmingly majority of people voted Donald Trump punk ass back into that office, man. You know what I'm saying? But now y'all realizing y'all mistake. I wonder how many of y'all gonna be accountable. You know what I'm saying? This is what y'all paid for. This is what y'all voted for. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that, and get this shit right. I'm telling you, man, we on the verge of World War III, y'all. I'm telling you. We staring World War III right in the fucking face, man. We got a president on the one hand that's kidnapping other sitting presidents and their wife just to steal their oil. You know what I'm saying? This war was not approved by Congress. War has to be approved by Congress. This was a unilateral action, just like George Bush made a unilateral action to go into Iraq, even though there was no evidence that Saddam Hussein had anything to do with 9/11. He made a political opportunity come out of that. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? Just like Donald Trump is doing. And Donald Trump did it multiple times within the last few years. Let's not act like that fake ass failed assassination attempt on him was not out of his playbook. How you get shot in the neck, but your neck is healed up 24 hours later?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we can't fail on this, man.
It don't
So
make no. And then had everybody wearing fucking diapers and shit on their face for like the next week. Well, the thing that really don't make the most sense, like let's skip all the amazing healing factor of like an 80-year-old man. Uh, let's look at it like someone takes a shot at the president, okay? And mind you, he's like 6 foot something, and he's very heavy, but he's not hella strong. He's an 80-year-old man. Like, let's be real. There's like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 Secret Service people holding him down, and he finds a way to get the fuck back up and break through those people and be like, fight, fight. And after immediately getting shot, all them Secret Service people just let him get back up and shit. Like, that don't make no kind of sense. Like, anybody that's ever been shot at does not get right the fuck back up. That shit had to be fake, unless he's really fucking crazy. You know, because there's no way that person is going to get shot and a bullet's going to go by your face and your first instinct is to get back up. Like, he didn't even know if the person had been apprehended or shot or nothing. He had no idea. He just knows like, let's go with the narrative. All he knows just got shot or shot at. But no, I'm gonna get the fuck back up and tell all these Secret Service people, get the fuck out my way, fight. That don't make no kind of sense.
I would love to see what that conversation was about afterwards, man. We had a fucking plan, Trump. Why'd you get up?
That was the dumbest shit. He should have stayed down. It would be way more believable, right? No one is getting the fuck back up. I don't give a fuck who you are, unless
I'm gonna tell
fake. It's fake.
This is the proof that was fake.
He knew it was fake.
I'm saying the proof. I'm saying the proof that was fake, right? What the proof is was one of his supporters who got assassinated at a similar rally in the same kind of fashion. If a motherfucker want to hit you, they go hit you point blank range, just like that dude that got knocked down, got hit in the neck, got shot in his neck from the sniper. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the same type of shit. If they want you to get you, they could have got you. I mean, if that was real, it would have been real.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. It's just we gotta stop falling for the banana and tailpipe, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop falling for this okey doke ass shit, man. You know, do your research, man. You know what I mean? And when they try to poison you against the people, man, always understand that there's some kind of motive to it. You should, even if, let's say you don't like them people, right? Cool. You don't like them for your own reasons, but if they tell you something, go do your research and find out what is their ulterior motive, so that way you ain't getting unwisely sucked into something. You know what I'm saying? And they use your own emotions against you, man, for their own good. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody put a battery in your back against somebody that you don't know nothing about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? Don't be a pawn. Do not be a pawn for this government, man. But we've been on this motherfucker for 1 hour and 15 minutes, man. Bro, you got anything you wanna lead to the people? This up and coming up.
Just once
let
again,
them know
the party on February 14th, Valentine's Day, Saturday. You know, it's on 9th and Center. This is gonna be out there in the street. Come through. It's all free. We got free food, free jumpers, free face paint, free, clothing. It's all put on by the Mural House. We call it the Black Panther Museum. That's February 14th. Yeah, we gonna be out there. Regime MC with the chili. Trying to also give back once again. That's officially for us. The next 2 wheel meals is going to be on the 14th. Our anniversary is coming up. for the motorcycle club. That's in April. I think we're going to do something a little bit more private this year, but we still figuring it out. But stay tuned. Follow the Oakland Friday Night Ride page because we usually put the regime shit on there too. Um, you know, we also have our outer state trip coming up in late July, early August, like last week, first week scenario, something like that. And that was gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna knock a lot of states off the list. We've been planning on doing this for a long time, this particular run, and because we're gonna be up there in like the Midwest and whatnot, um, we decided that we was gonna go into Minneapolis, and that was before all of this bullshit that's happening. With the ice and the media and all that, it was already a plan. So, it's just meant to be, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we're destined to go up there for some reason, but we had already planned to do that, and shit's looking like folks could need some help anyways. But we don't have a lot of time over there, so it is what it is. We got to stay on the road and keep it moving. We got a lot of things planned for that run. We got a big ass route going through like 13 different states, something like that. And, so we only got a couple of places where we could stay more than a day. But it was just a big coincidence that we was already going to put Minnesota on the map, on the list of states that we're doing this year. And then this year, like hella shit's been happening. Like we planned this shit at the beginning of last year. So it was before all the fake fraud shit. It was before all the ice stuff. We was like, since we're gonna be in the Midwest, might as well just go up there just to knock it off the list. But now we might have to spend some extra time. Plus, I got family on my mom and my mom's side that I've never met before that live out there. Cousins and whatnot. And it'd be dope to reconnect with some family, especially folks I've never met before, to actually connect. But yeah, Valentine's Day, come through to the block party. We also always have our monthly rides. If anybody's a motorcycle rider in the Bay Area, come through to Oakland, every second Friday of the month, and we ride around. It's pretty tame. It's not hella fast or nothing, and we stay off of the freeway, ride around for a little bit, and then have some food somewhere. So we all break bread afterwards. And we also do a free raffle. You don't got to buy shit. Just come out. We give you a ticket, and then you can win something at the end.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Major salute, and I can't wait to be a part of it, man. I already feel like I'm part of it, man. And shout out to Yuck Mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man, to the Regime Dragon, man. You know what I mean? Fire breathing dragon, man. And we definitely go keep you posted on everything, man. That's Regime, you know what I'm saying? Here in the Ghost Regime Network, you know what I mean? And somebody asked me too, you know what I'm saying? Is the Ghost Regime something that's connected to the actual regime? The question to that is no, it is not. You know what I'm saying? I actually created the Ghost Regime name way back in 2001 before I was even familiar with Yuck Mouse Regime. You know what I'm saying? The regime is a word. You know what I'm saying? It's just, Yuck made a movement out of it. You know what I mean? Me, it was just a concept of mine that I just, just stuck with me through time in the Ghost Regime, man. And just coincidentally, Yuck Mouth happened to be one of my favorite rappers, man. It really is a coincidence. It's not. But nonetheless, who cares at the end of the day? I'm all the way in. I am a regime nigga. You know what I'm saying? The mob embraced me like I embraced it, man. You know what I'm saying? We want mob, period. So does it matter at the end of the day? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So whoever has a opposite opinion, respectfully, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But bro,
Respect.
man. It's always a blessing, man, to have my brother on here, bro. I look forward to the next time, bro. Again, man,
Oh
we
yeah,
go push up out of here.
me too.
Salute to you and your family, fam.
Thank you. You have a good
No
one too,
problem.
brother.
Yes, sir. And to everybody else, man, like, share, subscribe to your guy, man. Smash that like button, man, for the free 99, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to contribute to the platform, man. As you see on the ticker right there, the PayPal is on there, the Cash App is on there. You want to follow me on Instagram. The Instagram is on there. You know what I mean? We going up. Ro, we here with us. Bro, let them know how they can reach you. How they can reach you on all the platforms, bro. Is bro still here? Anyway, well, you can follow Ro. You can follow Ro's IG. It's Oakland Regime. Oakland Regime. That's his tag on Instagram. No, but no, we out of here, man. Salute.
Zooted. Real energy I provide, pick a side. You could get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. A shot could dot your face like a freckle to split divide. You could get maxed out, pull your card and you get denied. Forget your pride from when childhood friends in the picture died. Had us questioning God, feeling like the scriptures lied. Taught me how to face my fears while many be quick to hide. Taught me life is a bitch, so I'm giving her dick to ride. Yeah, cause everybody hop on dick when the play is right. Show 'em it's hard to fuck with me like pussy that be staying tight. Make another nigga bitch wanna stay tonight. It won't pump up my ego though, cause this is every day and night. Yeah, it's every night and day. A lot of rappers, actors, fuck writing the rap, write a play. It's going down now, I'm on my way up. In my elevator, bitch is aggressive. Salon's fighting Jay. Little paper can get you smoked like lighter J. Name moving through the streets like it got the right of way. Haters make it threats, but don't like to do what they like to say. I'm paranoid, I keep it close. I'm thinking niggas might today. One in their head can change a sucker mindset from fight to prey. If you tryna stunt, I'm tryna hunt, I'm tryna bite the prey. Upper hand like up it at you, yelling, put the knife away. If niggas tryna triple, then I'm something like a flight delay. What? Yeah, they don't know who they fucking with, like tongue kissing that girl right after I had her sucking it. I shit on competition, and up to their neck they stuck in it. Cause when I shoot my shot, ain't no dodging that shit or ducking it. Get you clapped like stripping ass with a buck in it. Used to suckers telling and taking they telling, tucking it. Stay away from me, cause you niggas got bad luck and shit. And anytime you see me chasing chicken, know I'm plucking it, pussy.